around Tucson with my man right here, Saul Bookman of PHNX Sports. He's the godfather of PHNX Leader, and I know he works now with their Wildcats podcast. Saul, it's good to see you, man, joining us live from San Jose. Just take us through your thoughts. What were your thoughts of the game as you watched it unfold?
I mean, this is kind of a prototypical Arizona basketball game. You know, they build a big lead. They kind of take their foot off the gas, and then they find a way to win. And really, honestly, it's all, it's all started by Jaden Bradley. Jaden Bradley down the stretch is just big bucket after big bucket, and he's the leader. He's the senior leader that takes them over the top. Between him and Mo Krivas on the defensive end, Utah State really just did not have a lot of answers to combat what the Wildcats were going to throw at them.
Saul, were you worried at all? I was texting you throughout the game, and I was like, what is happening? And you were like, I don't think I'm worried. I don't think. So were you worried?
No, I said they'll be fine. ... I think. Listen, it's March Madness, right? And this is the first time I think I've seen this team. I mean, if you want to say rattled or at least a little out of character in this game, because you know what's on the line. You can be calm and cool and collected in the Big 12 tournament because you still know you have the NCAA tournament or during the regular season in big games. But in March Madness, there's just a small little wrinkle in terms of the end of your season is right there in front of you. And if you don't rise up to the challenge, you can find yourself on your way home. But, this group has been very unusual all season long. You mentioned the freshmen in Koa Pete, Braden Burries, Ivan Karchenkov have been the main three guys that have been really holding the ship down from the freshman perspective. And they play like veterans. And so to see them come up huge down the stretch is not a big surprise at all.
You mentioned Koa Pete, of course. Those of us here in the Valley have followed his career since he was a little guy. What can you make of just his first taste of March Madness, meeting the moment, and the national audience gets to really see what we've been knowing this kid can do for a long time?
A fellow Chandler resident, Koa Pete.
That's right.
So yeah, absolutely. Koa's been a champion from every single level he's ever played. To see him play with composure in a game, in a situation like this, is not a surprise. He's been above the game in terms of not making sure that the pressure wasn't too big for him from the start. And in this game, it was no different. Even when he picked up his fourth foul, he still had the wherewithal to make sure that he stayed in the game, didn't pick up that fifth foul, contribute to his team in big ways, and help the Wildcats get that big W. And the world knew who Koa Pete was in the first game against Florida when he dropped 30. And ever since then, it's been trying to live up to that standard ever since. And now he's back on that national stage every single game, and it's only going to get bigger as we move forward. And I'm sure he's going to rise to the challenge at every step.
Yeah, well, how far do you think this team can go? Because I know Wildcats fans are maybe cautiously optimistic. This sounds like and looks like it could be the year, but really, how far can this team go? Are they going to Indianapolis?
Give it to us. What is this team going to do?
I mean, listen, they are the favorites to go to the Final Four, without a doubt. But it's March, and you never know. And listen, Tucson's going to melt down if Texas and Sean Miller find a way to get to the Elite Eight, and Arizona does too. And they have to. I don't know how everybody's going to react. What I love about the fan base right now is nobody's thinking about that game yet. They're just, hey, just one step at a time. Let's get past Utah State. Let's get past the next roadblock, which will be Arkansas and Darius Aclef, who's a fantastic player. You got to crawl before you walk. And so I think that's what Wildcats fans are really trying to do right now.
I think people are rubbing their hands, looking at that bracket, that matchup that could happen.
It's going to make me sick to my stomach as a Wildcat, just so you know.
He could drive back to Texas, as far as I'm concerned. So, hey, man, were you in the building for that St. John's buzzer beater?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you check out my Instagram, I kind of slid the last minute peek at the game-winning buzzer beater. That was fantastic. That was such a game. St. John's. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if you don't have St. John's beating Duke in your bracket, you're wrong.
Ooh.
I'm going to just tell you that right now. St. John's going to beat Duke. Absolutely.
Put it in marker. Yes.
Put it in Sharpie. There we go.
I love it. And I know it gets rocking at Viejas Arena. I know that's pretty much like McHale Center West at this point when you're talking about San Diego. An amazing atmosphere always when the Cats are playing over there, Saul.
So we got about 20 seconds left. What was the atmosphere like? How did U of A travel?
It was electric. It was a very pro-Arizona crowd until Utah State started making that run in the second half. And then all of a sudden, it was like these people came out of the woodwork looking for an upset. And they're like, you know what? I think I'm going to start rooting for the Aggies. And it got a little tenuous there for a second. But But Arizona's been in those hostile environments before.
Yeah.
They felt the pressure before. They were able to rise up and overcome. And I expect them to do the same in the next round against Arkansas.
PHNX Wildcats podcast, PHNX family, All City Network. Saul Bookman joining us live. Saul, we appreciate it, man. It's good to see you, my friend. We'll see you in San Jose.
Appreciate it, guys. Good to see you too.
Well, from